Right. I do have a way to get rid of the permanently blinded. But generally speaking, the altars that are not of your god that's supporting you basically want to screw you over. It's a general rule of thumb. So you have to pay attention to the dialogue options you have when you interact with the altars. The solution to the permanent blindness for us is that we can equip and unequip blindfold. It uses the same effect basically. So when the blindfold effect is removed, it'll also remove the other effect. And it's gone. Impish pocket drill. Should be able to complete this now. Since we have a lot of teleportation abilities, we might as well do this the teleportation way.
Hostile threat detected. Executing operator extirpation in 3, 2... Extirpation aborted. Returning to primary task. On touching the glowing ball of light, threat de-escalated. Returning to primary task. Answer search running. What is the universe? Answer not yet found. Search estimated search time 3. Abnormal size operator submitted override string. The likelihood of an operator with threat de-escalated.
Yeah, it wasn't too hard. Isn't pair of gauntlets wrong abilities? Huntsman pyrokinetic summoning. No. If the constitution was something else, then maybe. Witch scoundrel pyrokinetic hydrosophist. This is fine. It's slightly worse than what we have, though. And I really value the skills over everything else. Because with the high initiative, we can always have a lot of options how to deal with the situation. Yeah, these are all pieces of shit. The ring is by far the most expensive and the lowest weight. We'll take that.
You reach out to touch the altar. It's called surface security. Your vision clouds. There's a cough behind you.
Moon!
There is a sigh. She rubs the bridge.
Scholars. Always thinking too much and no—
She leans in. Her eyes.
I have a proposition for you. I'll reveal if I'm telling the truth, but only if you disown your god.
Deep within, you can feel your god stirring.
Oh, make no mistake. I'm not asking you to support me at the wellspring, just not to be beholden to him. To think for yourself, to make choices that you think are
Sure.
right, not what some half-dead god demands.
I don't recall any kind of negative consequence to accepting this offer.
The anger that you felt, the quiet inner voice. Her form melts away to smoke, leaving nothing but a...
That was the god of mirth. A lot of humans certainly screwed me over. I'd be careful with the rest. I think the lizard one basically he didn't really bless me at all. I haven't talked with it at all, but we got the altar code, so I'm not sure if I have any interaction with it. Huge air resistance potion. That would be 180% resistance. Extra resistance.
Infinity is not the answer. Answers.
Not sure if there's a lot we can do here. There were interesting areas there, but there were places like it floods the entire place with death fog or something like that. We have a way to survive that for a while, but only for a short while, and we're under a constant load effect here, so that's pretty risky to risk it. Undead guy could do it easily, you know.
The machine is manipulating time itself. I'm in a hurry here.
Right, I have no idea if there's much point in trying to solve these. Might be able to just open that without any effort. Is there anything worth looting here? Teleportation scroll, always welcome.
Love is not the answer.
How many buttons are there? 4 in total. We could handle things through teleportation queue permits. Not sure where the cube always comes from. I'll no, there's no point leaving one here. I mean, if we need to just teleport there, I can just go to the map and click there. It's not a problem. We just need something that we can avoid the death fog effect. could be an entire purge of the ship, so minor teleportation is not enough for you to escape anything. Yeah, it's access to this place that's the problem. You need to release the trap in order to get access to it.
An acorn is not the answer.
Right, we need something heavy there. Don't see anything that we could use. Might be worthwhile to keep activated, even though it seems like it's just a trap at this point. It has another function. How many pressure plates? There's 2 here, 1 there, 1 there, so again 4. Could we use the existing crates? Might be able to disable some of the traps too, so maybe they're the source of the death fog, so if we get rid of them, it can't happen. Okay, I need to activate the blasted thing. One way or another, see what the hell what the hell it actually does. Seems like your standard issue poison. The fact that we're slowed is the bigger problem, I think. Makes almost everything we do a little bit more troublesome here. I'd also like to know what exactly is your reward for doing this. Now there's at least 3 buttons here.
A dream is not the answer.
Please, I think these are very likely traps. This is some emergency horse trap. But I need definitely need teleportation to do this. Nothing else will work. I need to be here. Switch that. Then I need to be here to go past the door. Want to get rid of some of the traps too, probably. Don't want to. Why do I have supernova? Why in the last green earth do I have supernova? I probably. Yeah, this is still when I was blind. I needed different type of abilities. We could take the shield throw. We don't have any more shield. Any use for glitter dust? Too situational. Don't usually disarm traps. No point to it. Right. No idea if this is gonna work. None whatsoever. We might still need something else. Something like living on the edge. It will give us a few seconds extra to survive. So how does this work? The trap fog replaces the death fog. So it'll come through it, but it's also our saving grace. That is interesting. No, not really. I don't have movement speed. Like at all. So I'm just slowly dying here. It opened only momentarily. Everything is flooded with death fog. I'll see if we can just accept the death fog incoming and tornado. This is totally unnecessary for us to make any kind of progress. It might be interesting to see, even if we basically load afterwards, just to see the results. What is movement? Movement speed penalty of 100%. Okay, can I roll things away to get the movement going? Again, we don't really need to achieve a goddamn thing with that lava, okay. Need at least 7 more pounds. I'm not getting the movement up. So it is basically, I guess, intended to end things. No, it's overweight plus low. That's the combination. We're gonna load no matter what, but I want to see where this goes. So lava plus death fog, that's why we always die. We might survive the death fog, but we will not survive the lava. Interesting to see that the poison cloud overrides everything, or rather the trap. Not quite sure how that's supposed to work. Yeah, this isn't actually doing us any favors, because no matter what, the entire point is to open this. So has to be another way to do it. Let me just pick the lock. Do I have lock picks? Yeah, I think we're better off loading and trying to pick the lock. We can get thievery to 6 after all. So you have a teleporting guy, undead, and a thief who can all solve this. And it's hard to imagine a group where you don't have at least one of those. Right, we don't have lockpicks. But we've been preparing for this. I'm pretty sure I have a hammer of some sort, specifically for this. Hopefully repair hammer will do. Was to be expected. Still too low. Isn't all that much we can do anymore. Barely enough is still enough. Hyperdrive protocol. get more speed and that's it.
Infinity is not. Text appears with answer not yet found. Search incomplete.
So what the fuck what's the point of wasting this? I suppose if you have to do it the death fog route, the ability to that everything's hasted is much more convenient for you. Seems like a huge amount of trouble for basically no gain. So, gigantic waste of time really. Next. We have stupid spells. I don't spot anything immediately. We got the job done. We'll kill all the people around the temple. And we'll kill the sorcerer flooding the place. Attack from here. Doesn't particularly matter. There's two guys with weak magical armor. That's pathetic. See what they do. Nothing. Just want the liquid there. It's not good enough. Frozen blood. Successfully toned my ass. Yeah, and they're both frozen, so good luck on the taunt success, I guess. Sure still showed me. Right, shut down the port. Promising looking fish too.
Hard to fathom such magic, even when it's right before your eyes.
Yeah, fish were never a problem with the water skulls. It's the lack of water essences. That's the problem.
A hulking black ring captain.
Yeah, so I was
glares
about
at you with his
wondering,
one
do I
eye.
want to go and talk
The
with
other
them
one,
first or
a
not?
weeping socket.
You're no one of mine.
His blade is inching out of its scabbard, even as he speaks. The captain yanked.
They're already wet. He started a couple of chairs and a chest successfully. That's a good reason to add water before you do that. At least the mist shots will still cause some sort of fuss. Right, we go with dodge and a little bit of cold, so if they want to come at me, they'll risk sleeping up. This spell should be cheap. Mark target? Yeah, that'll do. We have a couple of turns of time to kill it. Plenty of time. Enchanted seawater. Well, I have to say I wasn't expecting that. Not sure what I was expecting though. Let's switch places with me. Oh, we switch places with corpse maybe. Okay, at least finally into the spell. Don't use air or water against her though. Wait. Why can't I use this? Not enough source points. Makes sense, I guess. I think I can really attack them. I don't have adrenaline. Yeah, that's a pretty big important thing. Don't usually use it, but in these type of situations, yeah, it would be a bit nice. Yeah, let's hope that this will do the job. Right, he just wants to maintain the portal. Understandable, but I don't really give a crap. I don't have good attacks on him. That cause you to go to sleep or something. As long as the casting stops. That's no longer a threat. Don't need to burn your ass too. Yeah, it's one thing to say don't use air and water, but that's pretty much all I have. How much physical armor does it have? Not much. So we don't have a target within attack range. Even if I could use one, it wouldn't make much of a difference. Well, this is why we have scrolls. First things first, I want you to go away from here. No obvious weaknesses. Earth, poison, that sort of crap probably works fairly enough. He's also not a powerful target, so I don't want to waste anything too good on him. Standard issue spells of various types would do. The earth related spells. Here we go. Wait, some poison maybe. No, let's go with a standard issue fireball. It should have the killing power.
The spirit of a black ring conjurer looks around in confusion, seemingly at the spirit.
Yes, I had adrenaline. What exactly did I remove to get some of these? Ah, for God's sakes. Probably earth. We have too few earth spells. Right. Well, I go back to the ship, get rid of the extra carry weight. Blank fire scope. There might be something on the beach. Doubt it's anything all that interesting. You think there's a buried treasure on this side. It's a long path to basically nowhere if there isn't something here. Fishbone, human skeleton. A fishing rod. Nothing particularly interesting, but at least it had something. Experience point wise, we're doing fairly well.
Would only consume precious time that I need for my work. I shall be remaining.
The area overall isn't exactly gigantic, but we're making still a solid, steady progress. We have way too many of these purging ones, but the purge ability they have is too useful for me to just outright sell these. So into non-magical gear. But we'll have to do some identification work. And that'll be it. You can always hold on to a purging wand, but store the extra ones somewhere else. Too many grenades, but I think I'd prefer to just sell the grenades. Yeah, we still have 4 purging wands. Let's say 1 will be enough for all our basic needs. If I had a couple of unidentified items. This was potentially very useful wand. It does not have a rune slot. Yep, it's an automatic no for us. It would have to be amazingly good with natural abilities to warrant the use. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's hard to see that happening.
I'm afraid that exploring this island would only consume precious time that I need for my work. I shall be remaining here.
Right, the one is fine. Atrophy, suffocating, blinded, critical hit chance, +2 intelligence. If we would actually use wands for fighting, that would be a wonderful thing. Since we are not, it's sort of worthless. What else? Boots, gauntlets. Not like these items are bad. Yeah, grenades, those are something we need to sell. Maybe with a few exceptions. 7 holy hand grenades. It's not worth it. That doesn't mean I want to sell them either, but I think it's the best thing to really do. So, better carry weight situation? Yes. Not a great one. We're still holding excess crap. Yeah, we have plenty of excess crap. Why do I have wands? Wand construction components rather, not even wands. Because I use them so much. No individually crafted wand like that could be useful for us. It just isn't possible. We strictly speaking don't need to do this, but there's the but. Constantly incoming new crap, and we're sort of having to struggle with it. If you already know the spell, why carry these with you? I don't think we need to do any custom spells. There are plenty still left, but yeah, I don't particularly care. At least some of these we don't know. So if we get the necessary skills through items, we will definitely learn them. If we need money, they could also help a little bit, I guess. They're not that important. Right. Orc Temple. Water should be gone. Every lousy enemy is pretty much worth 10,000 XP for us. So hard to let them live unless we really need to. $500,000 to the next level. Really, it's just 10 quests, 25 enemies, level appropriate enemies. So we might be getting there sooner than we anticipate. But it'll still require us to go through at least a couple of temples, I'd imagine. I recall there was a gauntlet of traps.
If I understand this correctly, it reads, walk safely in Frogir's path.
Probably related to the light, I would imagine. I didn't think about it all that much the first time. I mean, what's the point? Because you can always just use some kind of thievery character to basically get through things. Let's sort of applies here too. Why would I bother with the finding actual answers when I can just teleport through everything?
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
One more jump and they'll be it. I don't think we have to fight here, but I'm not certain either.
I've spotted something.
Eternal artifact.
Before you is the... She staggers back a few steps. Kneeling before the...
Rogier!
He daubs the altar with his spectral blood and bows.
Be careful with the altar, I don't want to be permanently disabled again.
The grim drip, drip, drip of floodwater and the bloated body at your feet make this place feel more like a defiled tomb than a temple. Nevertheless, you approach the altar. Your vision clouds, and you open your eyes to as you watch. It transforms to a bear, claws digging into the earth as it struggles to dislodge the log. You blink, and it turns again. After a few more minutes' struggle, it slumps to the ground.
Strength! Give me your vigor!
The god shifts shape again,
Cursed.
contorting into a snake. You feel his curse spreading throughout. You drag your hand back. The god bursts into yellow flame, searing its way through the log. Vroegir transforms again, standing before you in his true orcish form. The vision slowly fades, and you are back in the temple. The smell...
Just a curse. Cursed is usually easy to get rid of. But this is the theme with if you have to basically get the acceptance of the other gods. They just fuck with you. Still, it's fairly trivial to not have to do these. They're more or less of points of interest in actual challenges.
Vroegir's culture was so focused on brutality and violence, yet they write so beautifully of it.
What extra do you get if you go to the lower levels?
An ancient-looking lever stands before you. There's a small slot in a deep rumble.
Almost every one of these temples seem to have something a little extra you can go for. Not at all sure I've found all of the possible things you can find. At the same time, I don't really feel like going explore existing areas just on the hopes that we might possibly maybe find something extra. I mean, it's not gonna be all that useful at the end anyway, or won't at least matter that much.
Look out! I see a trap nearby.
Oh yeah, there's a billion different traps here, I recall this. Can we see Earth resistance potions now? Still can't. Just can't see them. The small ones. That is a goddamn mystery to me. It's not related. It basically is a truth of life as far as this game is concerned, at least.
The spirit of another orc.
Dogs,
He hurls the...
Godwoken, you're here. Did you kill the Black Ring runts who defiled Rogir's temple? Good. This temple was a fortress. My trap the world grew my people. I am a knight.
Free source, I'll take it. Knight of Rogir's boots. Strength 200 movement, enrage, totally worthless. Why am I here in the first place? Ooh, unidentified ring, medium earth, resistance potion. It's very nice. So we got a decent looking ring out of this.
Careful now. That's a trap.
Some cash and money. I don't see anything interesting there. So, a couple of interesting item pieces. The ring theoretically could be very useful though. Even if it'll have more abilities than any other ring we currently see. Fire resistance, warfare, hydrosophist, necromancer, hit points. It is a terrible, terrible ring. Hit points are worthless, resistance is worthless, necromancer is low value, warfare is low value, hydrosophist is good. So out of all the 5 things it had, one was useful. It's low on magical armor too. So it is really, really bad. Nothing worth stealing. Probably a couple of corpses to center. A lot of trap triggers.
Careful now. That's a trap.
Yeah, I see it.
Look out! I see a trap nearby. Careful now. That's a trap. Look out! I see a trap nearby. Careful now. That's a trap.
He just
Look out!
comes right
I see a
through
trap nearby.
armor.
The spirit of a black... A spectral arrow... The spirit of a black... The faint sound of an arrow being loosed echoes through the hall.
Ah, wasn't that interesting? Still, we got the job done. Anything on the other side? Right. We don't really have much to do anymore. Maybe the Zoltisa temple. I mean, we have the solution to the entrance to the academy from there, but nothing happened. We've not interacted with the lizard god in any way. That seems weird to me. Still, one extra. We do something here.
They took the realm.
An empty pedestal.
Can I combine it with something? No.
Something valuable.
Right, I guess we have everything we need. Right, no easy waypoint down south for some reason. We need to take on the Shadow Lizard King, whatever, Prince, Shadow Prince. Report back. See what the Mother Tree gives us. I don't think it's anything particularly interesting or useful, but who the hell knows. You always have the option to just kill the reward giver afterwards, I guess. Not sure if I'm gonna bother with that. I'm sort of interested in seeing what the consequence of siding with the Mother Tree is. And I'm not gonna find out unless I actually go ahead and do it. The only thing really left is Sallow Man. That's a bigger little adventure we'll have to do. But I don't think that's that many fights either. And we have the luxury of starting the fight. So we can shoot the Sallow Man with the best attack spells or suitable too. There would be extra loot if we go in this area. We probably should. We could kill the Shadow Prince, explore this. This is basically just well, it exists there to provide an alternative entrance, more or less.
The air is thick with heavy flakes of ash. The altar before you, an emblem of the sun glows faintly on the altar, but all you can hear is the hiss and rumble of the volcano and your own heavy breath.
Vulnerability to fire. Is he worth... I don't think he's worth using a mastery spell on. We'll see. He has a lot of friends.
Did the God King send ya? Did he send ya?
And they're in high places. Okay, let's see what happens.
My word, a god woken. I'm almost honored. There are precious few things in this world that elude me, but
Finesse,
divinity is
Huntsman,
very
Geomancer,
much...
Summoning, Immunity to Silence, Immunity to Blinded. Telekinesis, Initiative, Critical Hit Chance, Earth Resistance. Rubbish. He's selling rubbish.
Very much so. I am for what I... As such, I am here to cut short a very ancient evil. Your two... One would once upon... No one... But there was... The Elven we discovered. I've been trying to stop them for years. Now I'm close to ending it.
He whistles for
Shadow...
And they can't teleport me out of here now. Like if I do this, I only have one extra action point to do something else. I don't think that's a good choice. Pyrokinetic plus some sort of extra standard attack to trigger them. It's probably gonna do much more damage. No. Oh, challenging. No sign of his friends at the moment. Got a spot for myself. I don't know exactly what's gonna happen next.
Reveal yourself. Show yourself.
They're unlikely to have enough action points to really overwhelm me in this turn. They're just invisible to start with.
Reveal yourself.
Ooh, I did get some friends. Get cheap earth spells and nothing else. Cheap earth spells that we can't really do much with. Itinerary cannot move. You. Earth immunity, physical weakness. Interesting. Any elemental resistances? Weakness to air. You poor son of a bitch. There's no way I can do all that much here on my own. I need you to go away. Spirit of the Shadow Prince. There's still 4 of them left. At least one of the son of a bitch is probably barely close and I can't do much about it. Could explode a corpse, but it wouldn't achieve all that much. I'll just face my ass and see what happens next. Yeah, you can make yourself invisible, but you're not moving from that spot no matter what. You can't teleport out either. We know exactly where those 2 guys are. They cannot move an inch. I can add the 4th guy to the group.
Show yourself.
Question is, what the hell is he going to do? Okay. We are losing physical armor quickly though. Ruptured tendons. Dodge won't work because of the mark. Can't turn invisible either. Why do you even see the others? Yes. Why not attack that one? Maybe it could, but one side is disrupted somehow. Yeah, we don't want to run too much. One stunned. But to keep in mind that we're not dodging shit. So we need to try to disable these guys as much as possible. And I think adrenaline is a good choice at this point. Might not be strictly speaking necessary, but sure as hell could be useful. You have a chance to stun him, but leave the other shadow sniper still active. But that would still be only one. Yeah, I forgot. Ooh, 5. Crap. There are too many of them still alive. I think the best thing for us would be to basically get the fuck out of this location. They've got us pegged here a little bit too well at the moment. My abilities to attack them are fairly limited. I could do a few different type of attacks, but I feel like I'm gonna suffer more from them than he is. And they don't give a shit about the frost. Not quite sure why. Ooh, teleportation does not provide protection from ruptured tendons. Well, to be fair, I already sort of knew that. Every time we've used them against an enemy, can't really do much. The problem is, I don't have a way to protect myself from them anymore. I'm pretty much dead, I'm slowed. Yeah, and they can attack through my armor too, so... yeah, that's it.
Show yourself.
So it doesn't help me in any way. I need to increase my physical defenses or kill someone close to me at this point. I was hoping that the cold would be more effective, but I guess the poison is sort of ruining that. Let's see if we can get rid of that poison first. Stunned and wet. Frozen and chilled. There's still one of them somewhere. That's two less. Vacuum aura. Yeah, I'll take this at this point.
Show yourself.
They can still do physical attacks against me, but their options are massively more limited. Also, on their turn, my uncanny dodge will kick in. If I remove myself from this boss, I lose the opportunity to attack these guys. Still, there's one extra enemy somewhere. I have no real idea how to flush the guy out.
Something nearby.
There you go. At least they revealed themselves at last. Still. Okay, let's start with the basics. You are gonna die. I don't know how, but you're gonna die. I'm gonna use a single point to kill you. What the fuck was that? Give me a teleport. Proper old-fashioned teleport. So you two friends can be together when you die. We're gonna do an old-fashioned mass deployed traps. I'm probably nail them to this location, crippling them. Right, nice little fight. Got exciting there for a few times. Oh, look at that, another purge one. The ability to detonate the enemy grenades would have been fairly powerful at this fight, I think, because they were just assassins of different types, so everyone had arrows or grenades. And if you use the better one, I think it's a mass area and it explode 2 grenades on each enemy's inventory. So that's a lot of potential damage that can come their way. That's it, I have never really seriously considered the ability at all. Because outside of fight like these, I have very hard time seeing where it could be useful. It requires basically a huge amount of foreknowledge about the enemy to see if it worked, alternatively testing. And in an environment where the alternative is just use functional basic spells and they'll do the job better or just as well, I don't really see a point in that. It's an alternative way to fighting though. I mean, it could be interesting and fun.
Did the God King send ya?
Much more useful for specific character types, but for a caster like this, fairly straightforward. That's just a terrible choice. Again, outside a few special situations.
The tree must fall.
The elven tree must fall. The elven tree.
Do not.
All major opponents has to be annihilated totally. I think I looked through this gear already. It's not particularly interesting. Finesse switched thievery. Three unidentified items. The items we have already identified are all unimpressive. Good, but not for us. Sneak and bartering. What are we getting from the current item? We're getting wits +1, more or less. I'm getting warfare, but there are things I don't care. The problem with every other belt we have too is they also provide things we don't give a crap about. But might still be time for change. We do have a physical armor to think about too. Dodge, lifesteal, intelligence. You can sell all of this. Yeah. Let's look at the belt situation. Yeah, they're all just terrible. You have finesse belts and constitution belts. Sneaking and bartering. We would lose 1 point of initiative and a critical hit chance percentage in exchange for slightly increased physical armor, which, while useful, isn't something I give two shits about at the moment. We probably explored this area fairly thoroughly. Uh, yeah, I'll just report back the mother tree and see what comes up. After that, there's really the Sallow Man and the corner there, and that's a wrap on this area. The academy itself, where the little competition for godhood happens, is fairly short and trivial. There's like one puzzle and one big fight, where the opponents I think are weak against lightning. So I'm not sure how big of a challenge it is for us.
I am the scion of the Mother Tree. Her safety is assured. The Mother is content.
100,000.
The scion eats the lizard's heart, one chamber at a time. 1, 2, 3, and then it is gone. She holds her hand out.
Accept this gift from the Mother. It may aid you on your journey. Know that you have an ally in the Mother. The Mother permits you to leave.
A bow, giant venom room, cash, money, shitty amulet, shitty helm, shitty boots. Okay-ish gloves. We would lose initiative and in exchange gain hit points in theory. Hmm, 250,000 per level up. Didn't quite get there yet, but there's still enough to do here that we will definitely get that. Question is, do we want to fight the mother tree or not? I'm not particularly interested in different end screens. I'm sure there are some. But we could get basically additional reward if we would kill the mother tree. Maybe close enough to get the level up. No, the elf only because that gives you the quest only appears to Sabine maybe. We'll let the mother tree be. I'm curious to see what the consequence of that is. What can we do? We have the Sallow Man in the cave there. We have this so we can wrap things up. And then this to just loot from. It really serves no other purpose. There are a couple of treasure sites there. I don't even recall, are there any fights at all? We could solve this, it will probably give us a boost of experience. But it might influence the encounter with Sallow Man, so I don't want to do that. Tornado. Might be treasure items here and there. But they would be individual chests of little value. Yeah, 500 gold. Fine, but not exactly impressive. Have to go to the edge first. Woven skirt. Identified boots, hungry flower. I might as well memorize that even though we're never gonna use it. Poison spitting flower. Yeah, that's the goal. Where to here? We can jump to the other side. There's higher ground we can still reach. Summon oily blob. Might as well learn it. Anything else? Game says no. This is where the hidden access should be. Earth Essence, standard issue. Rare treat. I might get experience from rediscovering this.
I've spotted something.
I'll leave a teleportation pyramid here. You mean you can't goddamn reach? AI is being retarded. Pathfinding AI.
I've spotted something.
Okay, at least give me something useful. I think I got one item that has potentially any use. Ancient artifact could have use. What did we need for the pyroclastic goddam, son of a bitch? That's some kind of ancient tablet, I think. Eternal tablet. Could it be an eternal artifact? We have plenty of those. Do you have eternal tablets? It is not a phase capacitor. They're used for different purposes. Ancient artifacts are pretty much useless against everything else. We have a tablet of sorts. We tested it on the plate. It is not the plate. But tablets seem to be very much rarer. Like essential engineering. This is a tablet, ancient type, but it's more or less just a typical scroll message. So I have a hard time believing that's what they mean. We would need an orb. Right, it is some sort of a different item, definitely. I still want to test two things. We're gonna either put a standard issue item there. Doesn't matter what it is. Also, crafting interface, please. I'm gonna put a eternal artifact and a phase capacitor with a, let's say, weapon. Weapons are fairly difficult and easy to boost. We'll try with the elements too. Elemental essences, rather. Right, don't think that's possible. No poison can be added. But I'm not sure, is it just poison? Is it temporary effect? Venom coating on a weapon, that sort of thing. Right, no idea. Comparative. Is this it? Yeah, I think this is pretty much it. Lizard skeleton with a potential wand. I suppose let's be happy that at least we found something. Dagger. Shadow Prince was there, so there's a couple of platforms and then we're done. Entrance to Sallow-Man is here. There's probably a waypoint close by too. Tentatively we can go here, which has... well, I don't see it having anything useful. Doesn't mean it doesn't have, but it would be something that's borderline trivial to me, so I don't care too much. Yeah, I think we're done with all the extra areas at this point. There's the Sallow-Man, and that's pretty much a wrap up to the entire place at this point. That's a level up too. Yeah, we need 250,000 and that's the easy 250,000. What is that? 4-minute Magister. Alright, right, we've killed everyone there. We're just torturing the Magister. 2k. We can kill the troll, level 16 troll. Anything special required to kill it? Yeah. Does not have any obvious weaknesses. There were 3 types of trolls, we've killed 2 of them. That has to be the 3rd type. Vulnerable to fire. Blaze-born trolls are eternally thirsty, thus tend to congregate near the rivers and ponds. Poison on them. We've encountered those. Amphibious trolls can breathe both under and above water, but they prefer clean, fresh air, given how quickly their tender lungs fill with fog and smoke. Death fog kills most living beings, blah 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 blah. Certain trolls may be killed only when a curse is applied to the appropriate attack method. Right, it is not obvious what is the weakness of Croc the Troll. Immunity to burning, knockdown, petrified decay. And, well, poison and burning seem to be his weaknesses. So I would try poison work first at this point. See if we can just talk with him. Actually, no. I'll leave things to you here. If we have to fight him, I'll have to make special preparations. Run into a lava, basically, or something. I mean, literally just jump in. Which means might be a good idea to leave a teleportation pyramid or something. Yeah, I need the protection from death, jump from lava to reduce hit points to 1, switch health with the troll and kill it. But even then we would have to figure out what his weakness is. We probably want to kill him, but maybe not yet. We are going to a friendly meeting with the Sallow Man first, so let's keep it friendly until the meeting is over.